Week 13 of the NFL on EA Sports. Tom Brady and the Baltimore Ravens taking on Dak Prescott and the Dallas Cowboys.
With Chesapeake Bay gleaming in the distance, we are inside M&T Bank Stadium near the Inner Harbor in Baltimore, Maryland. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Dallas Cowboys and the Baltimore Ravens. From up top, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles Davis, as always, with me as well. And CD, defenses better be on their toes in this one because we got two quarterbacks who love to throw the football, and they throw it very well.
Over 4,000 yards each in the previous season. So what you're saying is, if you're a defender, hope you're prepared properly. Hydrated, stretched, be on your toes, as you said, because the ball's coming your way.
The bye weeks are over. It's all about football all the time as we're underway here in Week 13. Time for Dak Prescott of the Dallas offense to go to work. Prescott, of course, the former fourth-round pick in 2016 out of Mississippi State.
Okay, I thought there was something to build on in last week's game by his performance. I thought he played fairly well overall. The numbers won't knock your socks off. 2 touchdown passes and an interception. The bottom line, though, they lost.
Yeah.
How does he eliminate that one interception, continue to take care of the ball, and maybe increase the number of times he puts the ball in the end zone with a receiver?
First carry here for Joe Mixon. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it'll be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
First down.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. From the gun to give to Mixon. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. That opening drive rhythm continues right into play number 3.
Whatever they decided that they wanted to run before the game, it's working pretty well for them right now. Moving the ball downfield at a nice rate. And guess what? I think the chain crew might have to get a little oxygen over there. They have to keep moving downfield with first downs on each play.
Again, the ball carrier.
The numbers for Mixon last week, 17 carries, 81 yards.
And now that he's playing a Thursday night game, short week, you know he spent a lot of time in the trainer's room, in the cold tub, trying to get his legs back for this game.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Now Joe Mixon. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
No gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Prescott from the gun on 3rd. That ball complete to Isabella. And he gets this down to the 18, good enough for a first down. And they just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there.
First down.
Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook. Pick out the plays that work best for you. And you know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
From the red zone now, Prescott. His throw caught right around the 6. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. A good-looking drive for the Cowboys so far. It's a first down. Well, he did everything but get him in the end zone there, but now they're set up. Golden opportunity, strong opening drive, and they're knocking on the door.
And the way that they did it, now look where they are on the field. All right, this is naturally set up for a running play, isn't it? But with his ability to throw the football, his accuracy on this drive, you might want to think about a pass play in this situation.
Interesting. Time to find out. Prescott from the gun, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown.
To Joe Mixon.
Joe Mixon with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Cowboys take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. CD, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. So here are the Ravens now as they get set for their opening possession. They will be led out by perhaps the best ever. At 43 years of age now, it's the great Tom Brady.
And I like his honesty because when we sat down with him, I mean, he was the first one to say, that was on me last week, a really poor performance. Way too many interceptions, didn't find the end zone throwing the ball, put his defense and his special teams in some real jeopardy, but somehow they won the game.
They won.
Yeah, what I loved about is when he told us about the defense kind of corralling them in the locker room and said, all right, my man, we're not going to do that again this week, are we?
Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
That's good for a Raven first down, 15 yards there. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. To throw is Brady. Quickly to Thielen here. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. On the counter, Hunt. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
End result of that one, a nice 4-yard gain. So you can use that to set up your play-action game, or you can come right back and continue to run the football because as an offensive play caller, you're on schedule and feeling pretty good about your next couple of calls.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. This is David Johnson, the former All-Pro. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 12 yards there and a first down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage.
Down right at the line of scrimmage.
The linebacker, Anthony Hitchens, there on the stop.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
On 2nd down, it's Hunt. And this may be a carbon copy as he'll again be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10.
It's 3rd and 10.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense. Linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Nothing.
Here comes the 7th play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10. From the gun, it's Brady. This Cowboy defense looked ready for that third down pass. Brings up fourth.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest with a guy with that type of speed. You do so. Send him deep. Try to throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10. They'll go for it. It's Brady. And that is going to be incomplete. The Ravens go for it, but come up empty. And the Cowboys defense is going to get them the football back. A chance to get some momentum here in the second quarter, getting their first trip into the red zone, but unable to get it across.
And if I'm the head coach, sure, you feel some disappointment, maybe a little bit of deflation there because you didn't get it in. But I'm going straight to rah-rah mode. All right, guys, we didn't get it this time. It's only the second quarter. We'll be back. Let's get it later on. I want to keep this team up. I don't want them to feel like they've let everyone down.
Positive.
Got to be positive in this situation. It's too early to think that you don't have a chance to win this game.
And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. His first carry of their second drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurdling through them.
That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
Now on 2nd and 13. Prescott. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35.
To Joe Mixon.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to it and forcing a third down.
And the pass is intercepted. He was looking for Ingram. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line. So after the INT, it's Brady. Open man is Howard, the tight end. That catch good for only a couple.
I think it's okay that they didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Gets this to Kareem Hunt, his running back. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. Move the chains. A gain of 7 on 3rd down.
10 at the 33-yard line.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
And they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the Cowboys' 24-yard line.
From the 24, Brady on the move to his left. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. O.J. Howard, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying the football game.
And that was a beautiful ball right there as he waited for his tight end to come uncovered in the end zone, so give him points for patience as well. Delivered it right where it needed to be for 6 points.
Will Lutz on for the point after. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. 5 plays there on that drive, and it's capped off by the Baltimore score. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
25-yard line.
Dak Prescott and the offense heading back onto the field. And it was his interception on the last drive that wound up leading to a game-tying touchdown.
And somehow you can make this a positive, though. You know why? Game tied now. So you're not protecting the lead. So you're not playing that way. You've got to go get the lead again. So maybe it loosens him up a little bit and allows him to go ahead and be a little more free in his play.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. We'll see if they do it anyway. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Prescott. He'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this week. Taking it right down Broadway. Touchdown, Cowboys. 2 first-half touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Cowboys have taken the lead.
Jason Sanders.
That's a heck of a response to regain the lead after we had seen the touchdown to tie the game.
I would say what we just saw there was a great amount of poise, because typically when teams tie the game up, it's a little bit of a, how would you say, you kind of take a step back and have to get yourself regrouped. They regrouped in a hurry, didn't they? They attacked back after they'd been tied.
And in a big way, that was a statement-long touchdown. Now this will make it into the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
Phillips on the return. The Ravens take over 1st and 10. At their own
Kareem Hunt and the rest of the offense making their way back out there. He's been good. They've utilized him well, but they're losing here in the second quarter. What might they change offensively?
I think that what you try and do is expand how you get the ball to him a little bit. Get him out in open space, maybe swing the ball to him. What's that they used to call in the West Coast offense, the long handoff? Serve as your running play that way, as well as continue to feed him the football. Some of these runs now may pop bigger later in the game because of the effects of running it. Sometimes people, after a while, they don't want to tackle him anymore, or they get tired, or they get out of position, or he runs through tackles. Continue to feed him the ball. He's having that kind of game.
Yeah, might they get him the ball in some space in some different ways here. This defense tightening up a bit. That last catch just 1 yard, making it 3rd and 9. That one is caught by Hunt. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Hunt. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 10 yards there, good enough for a Raven first down. First down now, but that clock rolling.
At the 42-yard line.
They go play action here on first down. And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. The wise move there, looked like nobody open, now 2nd down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
They'll run with Hunt on 2nd down. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
Brings up 3rd down.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. On first down, they'll run with Hunt. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down. The Ravens moving quickly here as the clock runs.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 25-yard line.
Now Brady on the bootleg. Sliding out of the pocket. Looking for his tight end, Witten, and it's intercepted. Picked by Tracy Walker. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. When he went on the move there and started rolling out, I thought there was a window, but that window closed quickly, intercepted.
And sometimes, despite how big your arm talent is, you don't get enough on a throw when you're on the move as opposed to setting your feet and stepping into one. That may have been the case there, and the defense certainly benefited.
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down.
On the carry.
They were looking for a cushion from that end zone. He gave it to him. 15 big yards.
A gain of 15. And a Cowboy first down.
The white flag coming out as they line up to kneel on it. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference. We now proceed to the start of the second half. The Ravens set to receive the football, trailing here as we resume action in the third quarter. To return it, Darius Phillips. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33.
Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
Out come the Ravens now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. They'll run again with Hunt. And this one also slow in developing as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage, but not much more than that.
No gain on the play. Leads to third and
throwing is Brady on third down. That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
45-yard line.
Throughout his career, Tom Brady has made a living with the quick pass, hasn't he? How about that one? A little slant inside. And I think his arm's gotten stronger throughout his career, too.
You can just see one of many examples of why he's made more trips to the Super Bowl than any other quarterback.
Footwork, intelligence, competitiveness. That's Tom Brady in a nutshell. Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They stay on the ground. This time it's Johnson. And he's got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory. And still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to third down.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
They're going for Howard, but the pass intercepted. Picked by Tracy Walker, and his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the third quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing. They're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out by a few inches. That'll be a first down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Now, the first play of the drive there is incomplete. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. To throw is Prescott. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
First down
from the 34 now. Here's 1st and 10. On the run, it's Mixon. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Joe Mixon on the
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football. Sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Once again, they run with Mixon.
Mixon again, the ball carrier.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Give them the third down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot has been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on third down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. He's got the first down inside the 10. And down to the 7-yard line. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a first and goal.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense gets a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. They'll try to throw now. Prescott. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. 3 touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Cowboys will extend their lead. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. On the return, Phillips. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
Darius Phillips on the return. The Ravens take over 1st and 10. At their own 24.
And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership.
Number 53. Check. 53.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Brady. And he hits Jason Witten, the tight end. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
53 to Mike. 53. Check 53.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete.
Incomplete.
We're in Baltimore. 3rd quarter action. 2nd and 10. Now it's Hunt. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. And now it looks like we've got a Cowboy shaken up down there on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. Lets it fly for Thielen. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw again. Brady. And he finds Howard complete. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 18. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Into the red zone, it's Brady. This is caught, and he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Another first down as he went right back to the same well. And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. Kareem Hunt with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Ravens have cut it to within a score. People always talk about one of his biggest strengths running the football, vision, and he found the spot there, went into the end zone.
You're exactly right about that. It wasn't just the vision, right? Once he saw the gap, decisiveness, made up his mind, and about the power to finish the play. Not only did he get good blocking, he created his own space as well.
Lutz with the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. Taking it about the 1. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10. At their own
about set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. That one good for 10 yards. And it'll be second and very short.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches.
Again, it's Mixon. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Mixon on the toss right. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this.
And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Flushed out right. And he's going to be stopped here at the 43, and that is not near enough to pick up the first. The scramble good for a nice gain of 10 yards, but still 4th down.
Well, it's not going to be a first down, but that's a nice job of picking up yardage on 3rd and long. Sometimes you just have to take what the defense gives you, and in this case, it wasn't enough to pick up the first down.
And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. Baltimore about ready to go on offense. Well, the defense got its job done, forcing the punt. Now the formula pretty simple. They need to find the end zone here. A field goal doesn't help them much. And the drive starts with a completion left side. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here.
O.J. Howard.
A good position to be in here, 2nd and inches.
2nd and inches. At the 30.
Shotgun now for Brady. He's got the connection to Cole Beasley. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Working from the gun, it's Brady. That's caught by Howard. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this fourth quarter. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves them with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Brady to throw again. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Brady's pass.
You tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. They'll try to run for the first down with Hunt. And he will have the first down as he gets this to the 47. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Brady's throw there complete. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 22-yard line. 16 yards, a first down.
Brandon, it's okay what they're doing right now. Still able to work the middle of the field, but you know sooner or later they're going to have to stop the clock.
Back to throw, Brady. And he completes it to Hunt. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
4 yards on the pickup.
That completion helps out in a nice way. Now they can take a little bit more time, but guess what? They've got to make sure on their throws that they see it open, not just anticipate it.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. He's back to throw. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Cowboys have recovered.
The pass. Fumble on the play.
Let's see now, Charles. That's 7 turnovers between last week and this week. 3 here in this game, 4 in last week's game.
You know I do my research, right? And I go all the way back to the best coaches that have ever been in this game. And all of them started with ball security in some form or another, understanding that taking care of the ball was the key to winning games. They can't believe what they're seeing right now because they spend all this time on it with the fundamentals, taking care of it, tucking it away, and they're not doing it.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Prescott, he goes down to a knee, and that should just about do it.
Yeah, it's fun to kneel down in front of your home crowd, but when you go on the road, that band of brothers attitude, right, just us against the world, and get it done, how happy are they?
I remember a coach at a previous stop telling me, you get a win on the road, doesn't matter the opponent, get out of there like you stole something, and they did in this one. So this one will end in a victory for the Dallas Cowboys. And I tell you, this was a fun one. Just a close game. Nothing comes easy in this league, as you know. They had to work for that victory.
I've got to go back to what you just said. Nothing comes easy in this league. How many times have we talked to coaches prior to a game and assessed, you know, the strengths, the weaknesses, the whole deal? Even in games when one coach was a decided favorite, what do they always say to us? But you do know this is really a 7-point league. 7 points either way usually decides a ball game. We had exactly that in this one.
And not only that, but this is a gutsy road victory, one they can hang their hat on. So for Dallas, the win gets them back to 500 at 6-6 on the year. And now they'll have a few extra days here before they face Cincinnati next week. Meanwhile, for the Ravens, this loss cost them in the playoff chase as they fall back to 7-5 on the year. And they'll try to get back on the beam next week as they'll head to Cleveland to take on the Browns.